So guys, welcome back to the channel. Right here I have the portable wireless speaker. So if you're watching this video and you see the name of the actual speaker, I had to actually open this up and sync it in order to get the proper name to title the video. But anyway, 3 to 4 hours of battery life. Takes about 2 hours or so to actually charge this from 0 to 100%. You have your minus, your play, and your pause button right here. And I would assume it probably doubles down for changing songs and volume. I could be wrong about that, but we'll check the settings if this has any type of instructions. And I'm assuming the play button is actually the power button. On the back, 33 feet roughly on the range. You have the built-in little strap right here to hook to a book bag or anything that you want to. Keep in mind, I don't see anything here, at least on the outside of this, that says that it has any type of water resistance, but we are going to check the instructions to see if it has it. I'll let you guys know later in the video. So with that being said, let's unbox this together and see if it's actually worth the asking price. This is everything that actually comes inside the box. So you have your instructions right here, which I'll go over in the very next section. Let me put that to the side. You have your USB-C cable. Unfortunately, this little short cable, this is the longest that it is. So if you already have a USB-C cable, say you're using an iPhone 15 or some type of Android device, you can plug this up to it and you shouldn't have any problems. Just keep in mind that this does 5 volts. So for me, I have a 100-volt charger. I'm not going to plug that up to this. It might actually cause problems. As a matter of fact, my charger doesn't work very well for my Steam Deck and undercharges it. So that's why you got to be careful about what you plug in. Now let's get over to the speaker right here. So you have this little, what do you call this thing right here? Guess you could, I'm just going to go ahead and say you have this little strap right here that you can carry as is. It is pretty secure. I've been pulling on it like so, and it doesn't seem like it came out. So if you decide to hang this on a book bag, it should be pretty secure. But I don't see any IP rating in the settings whatsoever. So just keep that in mind. An instruction manual is what I mean by settings. It didn't say anything about an IP rating. So if it starts raining, make sure that you put this and keep it inside of your bag at all times. If you flip this over, you have the plus sign. The minus sign, you have the plus sign, and then you have pause and play. None of these are the power buttons. The power button is actually on the bottom right here. You'll just hold that for a couple seconds and this little light will come on and let you know that you can sync it to another device or any device for that matter. It's basically a LED indicator letting you know that it's on. If you press the plus button once, it will change the song forward. If you press the minus button, it will change the song backwards. And this is more so catered to people that might have their own music player on their phone and trying to change songs. I'm not sure if it works well on like YouTube or anything else. That's basic software. So just keep that in mind. If you're watching Netflix or you're watching a TV show and you press plus or minus, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to change the song for you. But if you're playing some type of music, Spotify, more likely it'll skip to the next song. And this is self-explanatory, pause and play right here. Now, so far, it seems like a really nice looking speaker in my opinion, though what I will say is you can definitely see the cheapness in it. If this costs about $5 to $8 or so at Five Below, I forget the exact price tag because I've been sitting on this speaker for probably about a week now, and I decided to finally review it. I had so many other things to do, so I kind of forgot how much it cost, but I'm going to assume between $5 to $8 at Five Below. That's the normal prices. It's not a bad looking speaker. You sit it right here. You get a decent battery life, 3 to 4 hours. It's not the best in the world, but again, for the price tag and the type of products that they get, that's pretty much on standard or on par with most of the stuff that they sell. So with that being said, it does come in multiple colors, black. I believe there's a blue. I don't think there's a purple. I know there's a pink. You see the pink right here, but just make sure you check your local Five Below to see what it is that they offer, because it doesn't mean that all Five Belows are going to have the whole color spectrum. You have to shop around and kind of figure that out. But that being said, pretty cool looking speaker so far. I'm more interested in how it actually sounds when connected to a device though. So before we sync it, here's the instruction manual. Now I'm going to open this up for anyone that's interested in looking at the button scheme. Even though I explained it in the beginning of the video, you may have skipped that part and you're looking for a particular section right here. So this is the instruction manual. So you have the power button that we talked about on the bottom of the speaker, plus up volume, changes the songs and the volume, pause and play, and then you have the minus and previous song, and it shows you right here. And then if you look at the bottom right here, it actually shows you the key presses for each of these devices in order to use it. So for anyone that needs the instruction manual still, even after watching this video, make sure you screen record or make sure you take a screenshot of this. I'm going to hold this steady for a couple more seconds just for that person that may not have the instructions so that you can have it moving forward. Now I'm going to flip it over, and you don't really need anything on the back, but you know, I'm just trying to be thorough so you have an idea of any problems you come across. You'll know how to reset the speaker or how to resync it or what the physical buttons actually do. So with that being said, let's go over to actually syncing the product. So for this video, instead of playing music, what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to sync this to my Steam Deck, and I'm going to play a game for you, but that's in the next section. For right now, let's go through the sync. No need to jump ahead. I'm going to hit this. All right. Okay, so the product is on. It's blinking blue right now, and I'm guessing that it's probably in sync mode because there were no instructions that really taught you how to put it in sync mode, but most headsets are exactly the same. So I'm going to go over here, lift this up. Let's go over to the settings versus Bluetooth. It's going to show me what's available right now. And as you can see, this speaker. So it says portable Bluetooth speaker. That's actually what it's called. I was hoping it was called something like, you know, more elaborate to make it easier to differentiate different speakers. But that's it. Bluetooth, portable Bluetooth speaker. Tap it. See what happens. Should sync it. There we go. So the speaker is synced that fast. Very easy. Follow these steps. You shouldn't have any issues syncing the speaker. Now, I do want to say one last thing before we go over to the gaming section. This speaker, keep in mind that if you're using an iPhone, the same process that I just went through going to settings and Bluetooth, it works for them the same exact way. If you're using an Android device, it might ask you to, you know, get into your contacts, or are you sure you want to sync this device? You just make sure you press yes, and then you'll be good to go. But the point is, the process for the most part is exactly the same, so just keep that in mind. Just so you know that I'm still connected to the speaker, I want you to take a look at the top left hand corner right here. I'm going to go ahead and press up, and it says portable Bluetooth speaker. The beauty of the Steam Deck is that whatever portable device that you're using, be it a headset, it's going to let you know that it's currently connected to your device. So with that being said, you hear the music slightly in the background. I'm just going to run around a little bit and give you guys an idea of whether this has any type of input lag in terms of sound quality when playing a game. So far, it's actually pretty accurate, believe it or not. I've already tried this with another game. It's called Ender Lilies, and the music sound pretty good in my opinion, but I'm not sure if that music is copyrighted for a YouTube video, so I decided to play something else. But whenever I play this game, Remnant 1, I don't have any issues whatsoever with just the quality of the speaker. Normally with cheaper speakers, when you shoot the gun or you do certain things, if it can't handle or keep up with the sound that's happening with the speaker itself, you tend to hear lag. Like I can slide and roll and jump and shoot the wall, and you won't hear those bullets until seconds later. But it seems like this doesn't have any input lag whatsoever with sound. In addition to that, I did play this with actual music, like actual rap music. I did a couple genres actually. I played Paper Moon, for anyone that knows what that is. If you don't know, you don't know. But for the people that do know, pretty good song. I tried a couple rock songs from AC/DC, and I did play some Future, Tony Montana, and a couple other songs. And so far, it held up very, very well. Surprisingly, this is a really good speaker for the asking price. The only downside I can say is that it doesn't have an IP rating, unfortunately, and it does only have 3 to 4 hours of battery life. So if you're listening to this to 100%, it's going to die in about 3 hours. If you're listening to this between 70 to 80%, you should get that full 4 hours of battery life. And keep in mind, you don't really want to use this while it's plugged up at the same time, because you can definitely burn out the battery. And be very, very careful of the type of wall charger you use for this, because if it's like a 30 watt, 20 watt charger, you should be fine. If you're like me, I have a 100 watt charger for my OnePlus device. So anyway, with that being said, it just didn't perform well with higher wattage chargers. So just kind of be careful of that, because you don't want to start any type of fire. I don't know how many reviewers mentioned that, but you don't want to put something that normally takes 5 volts on a 65 volt charger, if you know what I mean. But yes, I love the way it sounds. It's loud, it's efficient. The speaker sounds very, very good. It plays music very well. Obviously, it doesn't beat out like a JLab or Bose speaker or Soundcore speaker or anything like that. But for the price tag, this definitely will hold you over until you find the exact speaker that you want. Or if you're like me, I don't need a high-end speaker. I have actual speakers that I use for different devices. I even have one directly for the Steam Deck, and this so far has been holding up pretty well. And I've tried this. Oh, I don't know. Is this magnetic? Excuse me. I tried this on a Nintendo Switch. I've tried this on multiple devices, and it worked very, very well. And I'm proud to say the $5 to $8 that I spent on it, because I can't find a receipt, is definitely well worth the asking price. So the question to ask yourself at the end of the day, is this actually worth the asking price? And I'm going to say a short answer, yes. I could say no, because there are better speakers out there that you can get for about $12, $13, $14, $15, but not everybody wants to order stuff off of Amazon. Not everybody wants to take the chance and go to a Ross or some other store and hope that the speaker is going to work well for you. So let's do a quick recap. 3 to 4 hours of battery life, USB-C. It does have that soft fabric design. The sound actually is clear quality sound. They're not lying about that on a box. Utility strap right here does not come out, and it actually is pretty sturdy, as you can see. So I'll just do that test real fast to see if I can pull this out. I can. It's pretty good. Rechargeable battery. It does take 2 to 4 hours to charge or so. There is no type of multi-point on the speaker. So if you sync this to 2 separate devices, the latest one is going to be the one that it connects to and lets you go to manually to Bluetooth settings and switch it over. So keep that in mind. It does have that 33-foot range. I've tried it and it did work pretty well for 33 feet. But if you go upstairs or downstairs, you might have some connectivity issues. It's more so for the solid plane, like the same floor that you're on. So just kind of keep that in mind. So if you're upstairs in your home, keep it upstairs. If you're downstairs, keep it downstairs. If you're in the office, stay on that level. If you go a floor down, it's a possibility that it may still be connected, but you're not going to have that quality of sound. The Bluetooth will be a little bit iffy. So yes, this is worth the asking price. I think it's pretty good. It comes in multiple colors. I don't think that anyone that purchases this is going to feel bad about the said purchase. If you're walking in Five Below for speakers anyway, you're probably tempering your expectations because you don't want to spend 30, 40, 50 and higher for a speaker. Remember, it's just a speaker. It just plays music. Obviously, sound does matter, but also money. Nobody wants to just throw money out here and make it rain just for something as simple as a speaker when you can buy earbuds or something else or something that you actually need. But anyway, not a bad product. Like and subscribe like always, guys, and I will see y'all in the next video.